You're freaking weirdo. Yes. Oh God, help me. God, give me the strength. Oh God, give me the strength.
Hey, you're the one that raised me.
Apparently, and I didn't do a very good job. Apparently. Okay, you're gonna have to watch the side channel. I gotta get in the zone and play football and listen to some music. Entertain the masses while I frickin' do my thing.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
How you doing?
On EA
Welcome.
Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New York
How's your day going,
Giants.
man? What's up?
I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football.
It's raining, yes. I love freaking rain and snow games. I love rain and snow games. My first game in the season it rained. We're on game 6 now. But the first season game it was raining.
Hello, Cat.
Moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know.
I love raining and snow games. It's so much fun.
Is out the window.
Whoa, they got him, eh? They were letting him go.
28-yard line.
Death grip.
Oh, wrong one. It's funny for that, yeah.
Time to put some tunes on. That's what I'm talking about. Kayla. Hey, Kayla. Kayla, this is my daughter, Madison. Maddie, this is Kayla.
Hi, Kayla.
Back at the 27. It's a loss.
No problem, no problem.
And now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single
Hope you have a good day.
without expecting some real.
Thanks for stopping in. Hope everybody's happy. Hello, everybody. I appreciate it.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Hope you have a great day.
Tim falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
We appreciate anybody who stops on by. Playing some football.
Yeah. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Well, they're trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Page.
Oh, and there it is. And there it is. Oh, I caught him. I thought he was running all the way. I barely caught his foot. That was luck. How's everybody doing out there?
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start.
Maddie's going to go to walking clinic, but...
Yeah, I have to go back to the walking clinic. Because my tonsils are swollen again. I took antibiotics and... Yep. The antibiotics started working. And then now they're...
We're not going to like supper time.
Swollen again.
Who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team.
Stay tuned tomorrow. Anybody watching the repeat of this? Anybody live? Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. You got to watch along with me. on StreamYard. I might have a few guests pop on, come say hi. A couple of my friends on StreamYard as we watch WWE Clash of Champions live. Watch along with me. Maddie's going to be there eventually, and maybe a couple extra guests, fun guests, maybe a special guest. Yes, I said a special guest.
Oh, they don't know.
They don't know. Skype knows.
Oh.
Maybe a special guest. Stay tuned to find out if it goes down. The person is invited, and they might show up. They might not, depending if they're available.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
All right, here we go.
To throw on third down. Page.
So not bad. If that works out for my first StreamYard and watch along, I'm pretty pumped. Maddie, tell me, it isn't pretty big news?
That's amazing news.
I think it is. I'm a big fan of this person. I'll leave it at that. I'm a huge fan of this person. And I never got to meet this person, so I'm hoping if you guys get to see me fanboy out if he shows up. Eh? I get to fanboy out.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Boy,
it might not be big news to anybody, but if you watch, if you're into wrestling rumors and wrestling podcasts and shows and all that,
This guy can make plays, and that's
like
exactly
I am.
what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
It's big to me. I haven't met him. I hope I get to meet him.
Up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end.
How you doing, Gamer Nation? Welcome. What's up?
Gamer Nation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be
Face mask, big time. He yanked his head back. You got to see the replay of this. He just went like this. He yanked him, and his body went one way, and his head went another way. I'll have to show the replay. That was big time face mask. Oh, they're not going to show it, are they? Are they going to show it? That was huge.
Oh, that was.
Oh, you seen it? It was brutal, man. I haven't seen the face mask that bad yet. How's everybody Saturday doing? How y'all doing? I wasn't even going to stream. I was bored. I was watching Cobra Kai and not realizing that the premium free preview thing was over. And so there's nothing to watch, so here I am. Meh. Play some football.
Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here we go now.
How's it going, Yeti? You too? I thought I was the only one.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
What flavor do you prefer? I prefer the lime myself. But how you doing?
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors.
How are you, TJ? What's
He's got
up?
a chance to do it again because of that vision.
How's it going,
He
Yeti?
sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Holt. It's a
Oh, that went nowhere.
complete to his tight end.
2 yards.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. Incomplete.
Dang it.
Oh yeah, the side chat is.
Purposely ignoring you? If I don't see you on the side chat on TV, it's not happening.
Wildcat Ann wants to know, what did you think of my match the other night?
Exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Was her match?
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. That was quite the debut. Yeah.
Gamer Nation wants to know if you watch TNA Impact.
I used to watch TNA, not as much lately. You watch it?
the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
They didn't get the first.
Wild Out Yeti's here.
Yeah, Yeti. I see Yeti.
What they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his...
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football.
Wow, okay, I still can't believe she won.
Number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. And his kick is good. And they are.
Yeah, I like any wrestling. I'm not one of those wrestling snobs.
So yes,
if it's good fun wrestling, I watch it. I'm a huge Tessa Blanchard fan, and she's in TNA. So I just gotta find it. My problem is I live in Canada, and it's hard to find a channel. Actually, they stream it on Twitch now, don't they? Don't they switch TNA on Twitch? Am I wrong, guys? What night are they on? I need to start rewatching it. I love wrestling. I'm not a it's this brand or that brand, or if it's good wrestling, I watch it. TNA has some good wrestling. AEW has great wrestling. WWE has great wrestling. I've never been a Ring of Honor guy. It's hard to watch in Canada unless you got a special channel. Safe Spike. I think they do it on Twitch. I gotta find out what night of the week it is. I just forget about it if you want the truth. I just basically forget about it. So I got a lot going on. I'm trying to stream lots, as you can see. So it's hard to fit everything in with everything I stream. And the TNA on Wednesdays, I do the watch along. And got a lot going on. I wish I had more time.
Off-play action. Page. His throw incomplete.
Hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference
because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Page throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
We live for the fight because that's all that you got, right?
Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Savvy one's in the chat.
Hey, Savvy. Welcome. Stupid side chat, man. It gets me angry. People think I'm like being ignorant, and I'm not.
And the big fella stuffed that one up.
Hey, Savvy one.
I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him.
YouTube, get your life together, man. Making streamers look bad.
Mr. Wildcat Am wants to know, what is on your supper menu tonight, Sean?
What about what?
What's on your dinner menu tonight?
I ended up having my leftover lunch for dinner yesterday, so probably eggs and bacon tonight. I was supposed to do eggs and bacon last night, but I'm going to do it tonight. I love breakfast for supper. Maybe, well, you're not going to be here, are you? Are you going to be home for supper? Daddy?
Yeah?
Are you going to be home for supper? I need to know if I'm making you supper.
Are we going to eat before or after, or?
Well, we're not going to eat before 5. We're going to eat at 5.
5:30ish, yeah.
I guess we could eat before, yeah.
Unless it just...
We make the eggs in a basket. You want to make those eggs in a basket?
Sure, we'll have to start at like 4:30 though.
Yeah, we'll start at like, we eat early.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen...
We're going to make the eggs in the hole.
And open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Easy, quick. Good. Hold on to what we got. It doesn't make.
Wild Eye Eddie, deep fried octopus. Oh, that would be so good.
Looking to throw on second down.
Oh, right to him. I threw it right to him. That was bad. That was 100% my fault. I deserved that interception.
At the 39-yard line.
I deserve that one, guys.
Both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along.
100% my fault.
Going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more
Little story time. So, we went to Joey's Fish and Chips, which is a famous fish and chip restaurant, seafood restaurant in our city. And my parents ordered clam strips. So I was like, ooh, these are good. But in my head, I thought it was calamari.
Squid.
Which is squid. So then, the next time I go out, I'm like, ooh, I want to have that again. So I ordered calamari, thinking that I'm going to get clam strips. I get calamari, and I eat it, and it's really good. So that's the first time I tried calamari, was because I mixed it up with clam strips.
They're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Except for the tentacles.
Did you guys hear about Eddie Money passing away?
No.
Official at Cat Ann said?
No. I never, anyway.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. This is a 49-yard attempt, right half. And that is not going to get there.
Oh, I'm lucky they didn't make that. Holy.
And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
World was on fire, no one could see me but you.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shepard. That catch good.
She thinks it's a bird. That's awesome. I'm glad that showed up on the chat.
And on 3rd down,
touche. You have a point.
Operating from the gun.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Oh my God.
From the gun, Holt. And the tip there,
that's some good stuff. Oh man.
2nd down. It's been my observation. It's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Oh, they keep on trying to jump to get it, and they keep on screwing it up.
Complete as well. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end.
Way too far to go for it.
How about the corner defeating that logic
Thanks,
and making a really nice tackle?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Thanks for dropping a like, everyone.
Operating from the gun. Home.
Oh, I tried to go for it on the 4th. Didn't work. Failed. Epic failure.
And dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. They'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
Time for a little, you shook me all night long. Yeah, baby, a little AC/DC.
Locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen.
I'm talking about.
You and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation.
She's knocking me out with those Centurion thighs.
Wild Dog Yeti says, I've been playing Mutant League football. Might stream it.
You should.
You should.
Definitely stream it. Definitely stream it. 100%.
And on the ground they go with running back.
Big thigh mode.
And he'll be taken.
Every time. She's knocking me out with those Centurion thighs.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Page. Pressure.
Oh.
They sack him back right.
Boom, Shaka Waka. Little sack lunch for you.
With 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now let's go. 3-19.
The final shot before break.
Just a man, oh man.
Into double coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last
What's this about? What's this ruckus about?
That allows a coach to still stay aggressive.
Face mask. Yes.
Again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe it makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Take care.
First half for him.
See you later.
Put up the numbers
Peace.
he's used to producing, but with a guy like him,
Bye.
you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw. Holt, and almost picked off.
Can't get my offense going. It's freaking frustrating.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off the play fake. Page. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Page. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have when you need to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
10 more there and another first.
What team do you play as?
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw. Page. Oh,
Get my ass kicked. Let's face it. I was gonna say that wasn't a touchdown. It was a touchdown.
Wow.Yeti says if you press R2, L3, R3, and L2 at the same time, and the ref turns blue.
A good sustained drive here in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
Like Papa Smurf.
Fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they.
And you put your left foot in and take your left foot out.
Very sharp too.
And then you put your left foot in and you shake it all about, right? Something like that. 49.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just short.
At least I'm being realistic. I'm playing like the real Giants. All right? At least I'm playing like the real team. I'm playing like the real Giants, don't me.
They begin with a
Quite impressive.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal...
Back now here in football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down. Holt got his man complete.
Are you watching the Clash of Champions tomorrow?
Brought down shy of the 40 at the
Yeti?
38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think
you watching it or what?
Defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And
I'm gonna be live watching it.
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and
My defense needs to make some moves. Anyway,
So good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Couldn't hang on to it, could you? Son of a...
It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Looking to throw. Holt. Wide open receiver complete. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. This one caught at about 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope.
Went for 2. I had to. But it didn't work.
But it's almost like
that happened.
Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Whatever.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure?
I went down fighting, guys.
Defense when they go for 2.
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line.
I need a miracle here in defense.
So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
Sorry if anybody in the chat chatting in the side chat's not showing up. It's not in here.
It's coming and down he goes.
It's not happening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. Second and 18.
Here we go now. 39. 39.
Back to throw. Page.
Ooh.
It's incomplete.
Lucky he didn't catch that.
Couldn't connect.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Page. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
Well, but I need a touchdown in 2 minutes, so I don't know.
They were hoping for a
I'm gonna try.
offensively.
Gonna freaking try, guys.
Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
You got lost
Forces fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Baby.
And the Giants ready to come out now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Blitzing all the time.
Well,
Often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a
Nothing.
whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes
That's caught.
oh my God, that just happened.
It's a big
You gotta be kidding me.
for the G-Man. 58 yards.
in a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. And how about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he fires one, but
oh, I gotta go for it. This sucks, man. Oh my God, this sucks.
This defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Back to throw.
And there it is. And there it is. Oh, frick, I tried.
Inside the 5. He's hit the
Oh, we caught him. I tried, guys. Oh, I went down fighting. I went down fighting. 4th down, I didn't think so.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play
It's
of the game.
over.
That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Well, turned throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, the rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's...
This isn't good.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert! Detroit! Detroit!
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, crap.
For Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds.
Oh, that was a big run.
Past the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Let him use the play.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
After this is being the last game, I'm going to start working on next year's roster.
He's going to win that battle just about every time.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 23 carries, 76 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow
come on. Oh, yes. Oh, I got a face mask. That was a face mask. Oh, are you kidding me right now? There it is. Hey, native girl gamer. How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. What's up?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
How you doing?
Out of their hands,
Played a couple games.
It's a 5-yard or a 15-yard.
My second game in the last game.
Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll set up to throw, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Hey, how you doing, Samuel? Sorry. Sometimes side chat shows up. I don't know. I missed it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So, hello, everybody. These Chargers are your favorite? Yeah.
This is Madden 19.
Yeah, because it's football. Right? Like, how much does the game change? It's football.
Yeah, it doesn't change too much.
Especially playing season after season, they end up making guys for drafts. Like, it's fake people. How can they predict in 2024 who's in the draft? You know what I mean?
Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sammy, what's the name? Write the name of your wrestler that's going to be on my show. I need to know his name. I'm making next season's roster. I just need to know his name.
Complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Thanks, Native Girl. I hope you have a great day. I really do.
Oh yeah, she just said,
we're missing.
my husband's from Baltimore and I'm a Ravens fan.
Oh, okay. Hey, don't take it personal. I don't have my side chat on my iPad. My daughter has the chat on the phone. So if I'm missing anybody, my apologies. It's because the stupid side chat's not working because I'm listening to music on my iPad. So, and she's multitasking, which is okay. But hello, how you doing, Alpha? Hello, everybody. Welcome. If I'm missing anybody, my apologies. Like I said, stupid YouTube won't get their life together. So yeah.
Dynamic target.
Hope you're having a good day.
The thing is, right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out. And
come on in, smash that thumbs up button. Try to talk to me. Hey, Dream, how you doing?
Nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hope you guys are coming by tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, to watch Clash of Champions. On my StreamYard chat, people might show up as guests. Stay tuned to find out.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35.
If not, it'll be me and my daughter. But I might have a special guest showing up. He said he might pop by. That means might. That's not a given. So if it happens, it's great. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
There might be a special guest showing up. Pop in for a bit. Stay tuned to find out if it happens and who it is. That's why that's another reason I'm not even going to announce who it is, because it might not happen. But I'm going to be there either way, having fun.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. As we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Looking to throw. Holt, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
That's funny. I kept saying tomorrow, Maddie. I kept saying tomorrow. Stay tuned tomorrow. I mean Sunday for the pay-per-view. When's the supper?
5.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, well, the pay-per-view is Sunday, Maddie.
Oh, okay. Okay, good, so I don't have to rush home.
You got me confused, so I'm telling everybody tune in tomorrow to come to the pay-per-view. Good stuff.
And they'll go on the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to
no
be
gain. All 3 points is 3.
3rd apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. Fights him off. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really were under a heavy rush, and down
Yes.
it goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
You see everybody's in the side chat?
Now a handoff. Johnson.
My apologies. My side chat's not working forever. So freaking annoying. Sorry, people.
No, nothing new.
Okay.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to
I shouldn't have to have my iPad
in your
running.
running game.
Like I can't
Make the
listen to
guys
music.
carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because every
Savvy one, are you still here?
they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced.
I need to know the name of your wrestler to hear,
in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a
so I can write it down on my roster.
The offense
You got to figure out shows and who's going where. And
to Saquon Barkley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense.
face mask, yeah, face mask to me.
They every team now recognize with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield. Maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Holt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Holt. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The toss out to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the
Holy, it's windy. To make this. There it is.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
There you go, Luto. What is he, 3'2"?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. Got a man. It's Allen.
Wow.
The Charger
Crap.
touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down.
That just happened.
And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. They used to call him the West Coast offense, the long handoff.
So Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now let's go!
Looking to throw. Holt. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now!
Back to throw. Holt. He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off.
I tried.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! Blue 90!
They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk?
What they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, here we go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Right there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Holt. And a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match. Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. Sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after
Here, do me a favor.
What?
Entertain the masses. I'll be back. Go off. Oh, my back. I need a drink.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
What the hell
When so proudly we.
Are you singing for the game? No, we're not American. You doing the halftime show? That's the third quarter show?
And the home of the brave.
How come I got nobody there, Maddie?
I'm out of breath. That's my beatbox going. Okay, we're gonna read out some dad jokes. That's what we're gonna do. And I said, that's not a camel, that's my wife. Ha ha ha. It's a good video. That's a funny video. Today my son asked, can I have a bookmark? I burst into tears. 11 years old and he doesn't know my name is Brian. Wow, that's bad. Dad, I was just listening to the radio on the way to town. Apparently an actress just died. How? I bought some Jews from a drug dealer. I don't know what they laced them with, but I was tripping all day. Oh my gosh. Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece. Wow. Okay. Secret Service isn't allowed to get down anymore when the president is about to be attacked. Now they have to yell, Donald, duck. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put it down. What do you call someone with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Get it? My daughter screeched, Dad, haven't listened to one word I've said, have you? What a strange way to start a conversation with me. A slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas. These are the pie rates of the Caribbean. Wow, that's bad. Justice is a dish best served cold. If it were served warm, it would be just water. Wow, get it? Justice, just ice. If it's cold, and if it was served warm, it would be just water. Ha. the fattest king at King Arthur's round was table circumference. He acquired his size of too much pie. Mom, how do I look? Dad, with your eyes. Oh my gosh. My husband said to me, I would divorce. No, I'm kidding. Okay. What does a zombie vegetarian eat? Grains. If you see a robbery at an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness? Don't trust atoms. They make up everything.
That's a really bad joke.
I told my son I was named after Thomas Jefferson. He said, but Dad, your name is Brian. I said, I know, but I was named after Thomas Jefferson.
Are these like bad dad jokes?
Yeah.
Are they really? Is that what they're called?
Dad, make me a sandwich. Dad, proof you're a sandwich. Proof you're a
Blaze
sandwich.
McCoy jokes.
Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing the job.
They obviously you can't see something.
Yeah. And that's all, folks. To the right, to the left, to the left, to the left. Ooh, I forgot I cut myself a nectarine. Those dad jokes.
Put it in
defensive end, getting
on
off
the
ball
ball
quickly, swarming to the
15
football, making a
point,
tackle. That's what we saw.
15 ranking point or under two.
Job is, and really a lot of the time you have to throttle back a
So
little
gives a
bit.
chance to people that have lower
You know
rankings
those defensive
to get
ends
to
are
the
like in a
point.
sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
17 yards for the Chargers.
I'm gonna set up a wrestling show after this, guy.
Was a first down.
Or
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back gains is 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers use.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point.
there's a StubHub Center?
Separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 2nd down, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Holt. And he's going to be...
oh my god, I got sacked big time. Ah.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as much. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And this one will go to the 20 now. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Hope. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a crappy
Good
catch.
defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Allen's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Bradley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after
Anybody
this.
watching out there?
So it's
Because my
Charger
numbers
football
are
as
always
we
right.
welcome you back
I'll
from
be
the
back
2-minute
in about
warning. They've got
10
a
minutes with
second
the
down
wrestling
now
show.
as they search for a score to break
Quick
this tie.
15-point or under wrestling
They're
show.
going to look to throw. Allen has it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to do.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to the air on second down. Holt, now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just nearly had the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
Thanks everybody. If you watch the replay, smash that thumbs up button. This real Sean telling everybody 3 things truly matter in the end: how you live, how you love, and how you learn to let go. Peace. Bye. Stay tuned for wrestling coming up.